Hi, everybody. Yes, it is your girl Obehi and the law. I'm not here because of judgment, so don't be scared. We've still got a couple of weeks to go. I'm here because of the EU report. Yes, the European Union report, which was submitted, I think, sometime last week, and it was received by the INEC chairman, smiling and laughing. But the contents of the report, the APC, aka the Agbadonians, they do not really agree with this report. And do you want to know why? I think they have been protesting about the report. They've been seen on the streets and they've been saying no to the contents of the report. Now, could the EU have been bribed by the LP or specifically Peter Obi or Atiku? And some lawyers were actually involved. They had their tweets called into the report. The gist is really, really hot. When I say pressure, Tiwa, I'm not joking. So click on that link. Hello, welcome back to my channel, and it is your girl Obehi and the law. Yeah, it is still me, and we're talking about the EU report, and I'm going to be giving you the gist just the way it is. Now, we have seen the EU report, and I'm just going to give you a summary of what happened. First of all, if you're just joining me, it is Obehi and the law, and I'm saying thank you so much for joining. If you've been joining me, oh, may God bless you. Thank you for your support. I see your lovely comments. I see your words of encouragement, which is really cool. Thank you. Good thing that you're enjoying the ride. Okay, so now back to the EU report without much ado. So we received the EU report. I think the INEC chairman, who we have not seen, who had not appeared based on all of the subpoenas that have been issued to him, was seen collecting the EU report from the chairman. And he was very excited. You could see the smile on his face, but I'm sure nothing prepared him for what he saw in the report, because I think it was more or less like the election was not valid, or the veracity or the validity of the election has some question marks, to be fair. So first of all, they said in the early stage of the election that they did not see the materials. Materials did not come in on time. And I can remember I saw some people's posts, for example, Choma Chukwuka, a popular Nollywood actress, as well as Omoni Oboli. I think Omoni Oboli's own was even the gubernatorial, but I believe that this happened in so many other places. People that I don't really know them, they did complain. For example, in Delta State, the state where my mom resides, she did complain. I think she voted, she left the house around 8 a.m. and did not even cast her vote until 8 p.m. I think the materials came in around 4, and then there was this hustle and bustle to enter into the room or the place which was designated for them to vote. So that was really some sort of evidence, to this. And then they said that materials did not arrive on time, and that even as the materials did arrive, that there was some sort of chaos between the people who were coming to vote and some other sort of party. You know what happened in Lagos? Let me not go into details. Where persons were saying, if you are not voting for APC, we will not allow you vote. And then they said even during the electoral process, procedures were not followed. A lot of the procedures were not followed. And that afterwards, even the putting forth these results, I don't want to use the word transmitting because that's what's on my tongue, but the results, like after the primary stages, which is the polling unit, that most of these results, they were not transmitted real time. I have to use that word, sorry to say. They were not transmitted real time to IREV, which was a fundamental flaw, and which also fell short of the expectations of the stakeholders, if I'm to use their word. Now, stakeholders in this sense is they themselves, because if you are not aware, EU had actually sponsored Beavers. And remember one of my videos, I said, Beavers is one of the machines that can help you in scanning the results. immediately after voting, it does not only allow for them to cast their votes, but the entire copy of the result, it can be scanned. It has a particular mechanism for scanning these results and then posting them straight or uploading them to IREV real time. So this was much to the disappointment of even them. And whether you like it or not, as a Nigerian, you're a stakeholder. And so if that result was not uploaded as planned, then you equally had your hopes dashed, because that was part of what was contained in the guideline, which was not aptly followed by INEC. And then they said, even after the collation stage, post-collation, over 1/4 of the results were yet to be uploaded, yet results were announced. And that even some of these results that were uploaded up to IREV or onto IREV, some of these results, they were not legible. Let me use the word of the lawyers in court. They were blurry. And if you've been following my videos, you would see where I talked about blurry results, where they asked some of them to read, some of the witnesses for the respondents, they asked them, okay, you read this. And I was like, I cannot read it. I cannot read it. Remember the pastor, when they asked him to read and he said he couldn't read. So which eyes did you now use to announce the winner? If majority of the results that were uploaded, they were not legible. And mind you, these were some of the materials that INEC had given to LP, which LP admitted to evidence. Remember they said something, they said they are coming with a 40-page final written address and a 10-page document on the objections. But my question is it about the pages or the witnesses? Because it's funny that you could not even bring tangible witnesses to come to court to defend what had been done, the validity and the veracity of the evidence that makes Tinubu the winner. You couldn't come, but you're busy writing and looking for technicalities. So I don't know, but now to the two lawyers, see, a good name, they say, is better than riches. I don't think, or I cannot even begin to imagine. I've been living in the UK for some time now, and I can tell you this for free. Even up to the common man, you see that bribery, you see that dodging procedures, it's not in them. For example, if you see an old man, there's a long queue, he would come and gingerly stand where he's supposed to. In Nigeria, we'll say, oh, now old man, now old woman, alarm. No, it's not done. They will not allow you enter anybody's front, except the person saying, oh, you can come in, you can stay. It's all right, it's fine. Except they do that. You don't even have any reason to just come and say, my leg, they pay me, let me come and stay in front. They will not allow you. Now, what am I saying? I don't know why people would be protesting the results or the conclusion of the report of the EU. Are you trying to insinuate that LP or Peter Obi or Atiku bribed them? Because they fished out two notorious lawyers. Yes, notoriety in the sense that they are popular. We know them. Festus Keyamo and Fani Kayode. Both of them are senior advocates. Don't get me wrong, which is the highest distinguished title any lawyer can get here in Nigeria. So they are senior advocates. Now, the thing is, they said that Fani Kayode was spreading false news about Atiku, stating that he wants to start a coup d'etat and that he wants to cause the country to go into chaos. And then for Festus Keyamo, he had insinuated or even posted, like for real, that Peter Obi attempts to bribe or give a 2 billion naira bribe to a particular pastor. And so what they did, they even had to screenshot his tweet and called it into their report. Hey guys, and they stated it that it is false. It did not happen. Peter Obi, aka, we know they give shishi. Or can you guys remember that phrase? So I'm wondering, a whole 2 billion, you didn't put it in your campaign. Because I don't know if you remember when Bayelsa had that waterlogged issue and Tinubu sent money, Atiku sent money, but Peter Obi went there and was campaigning in the water. And people were like, now you came by yourself, instead of you to give them money. Now your face, they won't chop. But some person said something. They were like, it's better for the leader to come in person to say, I feel your pains. You see about send them 50 million, they'll be all right. And the 50 million may not even get to the grassroots, which is the people who really need them. You know the way the Nigerian system works. So to be fair, judging from the EU report, and then cast your mind back to the election, even if you were not in the country, a lot of your friends voted and they posted on their social media platforms. You saw it on their WhatsApp status. Would you say that what the people or what the report is saying, does it corroborate with what actually happened with regards to the people's statuses that you saw, or the images, or on Instagram? I mean, we were on social media. For some of us who were not opportune to be available in Nigeria, we did see on social media. So would you say that the EU report is a far cry from what people had stated if you cast your mind back to the presidential election held in February, precisely 25th of February 2023? All right, guys, so just drop your comments there because I don't really know, Shabo. Yeah. This is what is going on. This is just a summary of the EU report. I've got copies of it. If you want me to send the EU report to you, you could kindly drop your email address in the comment section and I will do that. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media handles. It is still Obehi on Facebook, Obeyoris on Twitter, Obeyoris on Facebook, Obeyoris on Twitter, Obeyoris _ I will drop everything there, but just follow for more information. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.